This story is about a female student on her way home. She was just on her way home from school and walking as usual. This was almost past 10 or 11 p.m., and not a lot of people were nearby. There was this one narrow street, a shortcut that she usually passed through because it was faster to get to her home. This narrow path sits in between an establishment and another wall. The street is quite long, but just short enough for you to see the end of the path so you can see the street light from the other end. When she was passing through the narrow alley, she noticed a man casually just standing and blocking her way. The man had on a hoodie and a cap and was looking down, so she couldn't really make out his face. She thought nothing of it. Maybe the guy would just get out of her way once she got near him. She just kept on walking, trying not to make eye contact, and when she was in front of the guy, he wouldn't move. He was actually just looking at her. His expression was almost like he was confused and scared. She asked him politely to move, and it took him a few seconds to respond, but he did. The man just leaned on the wall and let her pass through. She was creeped out, but just shrugged it off and thought that maybe he was just some homeless guy. The next morning, she was watching the news before she went to school. When she saw what she saw, she cried immediately. Her mother asked her what was wrong. The news said there was a girl who was raped and murdered on her way home while passing through the narrow street that she'd just passed through last night. The time this happened was just minutes after she'd passed through the street. When she saw the suspect, it was the same guy from last night. She couldn't believe it. She felt so terrified and guilty at the same time. She told her mother everything and convinced her mother to call the police and to give her statement about the guy. She was so shocked, but also wondering why he didn't hurt her. Why did he spare her? She couldn't sleep, not knowing why, so she convinced her mom to let her to talk to the guy. When she met him, she asked him why he didn't hurt her. They met first before the victim. To her shock, he was actually nervous seeing her again. He then explained that when she appeared on the street, he noticed immediately that she somehow looked so bright, almost like she was glowing. The nearer she got, it became more and more clear to him. She actually had an unusual shape on her back, almost like she had wings, like an angel was behind her, and she was glowing so bright he almost couldn't see the face of the girl. He just let her pass through because he got scared. She didn't know if she could believe the guy or not. Maybe he was drunk or high, but whatever it was, she was so thankful that it happened because it definitely saved her life.